Dana White came out this morning, and he is encouraging Conor McGregor. Said the smart move would be to wait for a title shot. He's talking, of course, about the winner between Khabib and Justin Gaethje. Maybe I'm late to this, guys. I realize that Dana has been singing the same tune since January as it pertains to Conor McGregor. I have just always thought it was gamesmanship. I always thought there was some kind of a manipulation going there, whether it's with the consumer, whether it's with the media. He's being serious. When is the last time Dana ever told anybody to wait? And if your boss tells you to do something, should you listen? That becomes the next question. And I do think if you look throughout the history, particularly of this sport and with this boss, the answer is yes. And it's very interesting because what an opportunity Conor has. I mean, to be a number one contender, and I realize that Conor gets a lot of opportunities. And the opportunity to go box, just by example. The opportunity to always be a main event, the opportunity to always be the featured guy. I understand with that comes a lot of opportunities, but there's still something there that I think even Conor appreciates. I don't think Conor's had so many opportunities that he doesn't realize this is a good one. I just went and fought Cowboy, and that was Conor mating. It was a comeback and this and that, and I even got to pick the weight class, but there is something very special about fighting for the title, particularly when Conor McGregor is also sincere when he tells us what I want is Khabib. I'm willing to do something in between, and I probably need to get a fight in, and I think that's what January 20th with Cowboy represent, that fight. But if he does want Khabib, it does seem as though Dana is giving him the clearest path. And even if it's taken me all these months to realize, man, this is sincere. There's no chess being played here, and it has taken me. Guess I didn't buy it till this morning. Been told it 10 times by Dana. I guess this morning was the one where I finally went, man, Conor's likely to wait. Now, does he want to wait? Are you going to force him to wait? I don't think the answer is yes. There is something very special when Conor McGregor fights. All athletes in this game have one commodity, which is their performance. Except for Conor. Conor has another commodity, which again is also the performance, but his performance spills over entertainment, and the entertainment does not only happen when the cage door shuts and prior to it reopening before they exit to go to the locker room. He brings in something different, but we're in a weird time. How long is something different going to be here? I don't have the foggiest idea. Do you guys? And we could all throw a guess out there, and one of us will be right. But are we just guessing? I mean, baseball is talking about canceling a season. Basketball is talking about bringing 22 of the 28 teams all to Florida, no fans, but finish out the season, including the championship. Okay, that might be exactly what happens, but the point I'm trying to make is to bring in all of these different commodities and have them all come together for Conor McGregor, when we don't know when that's going to be. He is an athlete like anybody that's got a window that's close. How long can we wait? But I don't know that I could fault Conor, who's going, look, I'm about to get a world title fight. I don't know the opponent. Odds makers say it's going to be Khabib, but I don't know that it's going to be Khabib. Imagine it was Gaethje, because those guys are real interesting. I think my overarching, everything I just gave you was a little backstory to get to my real meat of what I'm here to talk to you about. That round robin is confusing. Justin Gaethje matches up very well with Khabib, at least enough to say very interesting with Khabib, particularly when you take what Justin Gaethje laid out for Joe Rogan as to what his strategy needs to be, because he is spot on 100%. Keep my back off the fence. Justin said if I kick him in the leg, I need to land 8 kicks to change the fight. And if it comes to punches to the face, I need to land 3, and I will change the fight. In conjunction with keeping my back off the fence. He's right. Does that mean he could do it? Right? I mean, that's a whole nother story, and that's what those boys are going to have to go figure out. But he does match up very interesting with Khabib. Conor would definitely match up very interesting with Justin, because now you're stuck on your feet with Conor McGregor. That's one hell of a shootout right there. That's a long night right there, and you can argue Justin's wrestling, but believe me, guys, I've been arguing Justin's wrestling for 5 years now. He's yet to use it, at least offensively. He uses it defensively, fine. But you can see the math I'm starting to do for you. There is a very believable scenario where this round robin gets traded. There's a very possible scenario that Justin gets over on Khabib, Conor gets over on Justin, and Khabib gets over on Conor. I'm just suggesting for you where that's right or wrong. There is many ways to play this thing where though Conor might be a little light on work right now, he could get real busy real fast. So if we're talking about trying to get him 3 fights in a year, just by example, well, he competed in January. We're going to get one more this year, and it mightn't take till February or March based on the outcomes of this proposed round robin. But if Justin beats Khabib and now Conor's got to go through Justin just to get to Khabib, Conor could be working very quickly. Well, you have a goal of 3 fights in a 12-month period. I think we can agree if you get 3 fights in, you got to go to 15 months. We're close enough, aren't we? We're close enough to filling that objective. So I will only offer for you that are missing Conor. Yeah, you're missing Conor. I get it. Conor mania is a very real thing. Lived through it, experienced. I accept it. I will only remind you, as a consolation prize, though you may have to wait, I do believe the same amount of fights are going to happen in the same amount of time. I believe Conor McGregor going to be on a little break, and then Conor McGregor is going to get real busy real fast.